All right, well, today we got a special guest. We have Lucki Maurer.
Right.
Correct? I got it?
Right.
With the accent and everything? Straight out of Germany from Bavaria. Barbecue King. And I think we're going to talk a bit about your past, being the first Wagyu farmer in Bavaria, or is that all of Europe?
Yeah. The first organic. It's very important.
First organic, okay. All right.
So when we import the first Wagyu beef in 2005 from Nebraska, so it was a sensation in Germany. And everyone says, we have to breed Wagyu. We can get a lot of money with Wagyu beef. And I said, okay, my system is breeding Wagyu cattle, but organic, in 365 days outside, only grass feed, no corn feed, only grass feed, and though that's the way to go to the 3-star Michelin restaurants to sell my beef to the top chefs in Germany. And I'm started with 3 cattle and 1 bull.
Wow.
And no money.
Oh. No money.
And no money.
Well, hey, I want to say welcome to the podcast.
Yes,
Thank you for being here.
It's a big pleasure for me.
Cheers,
Thank you so much.
Cheers.
Oh, it feels like a German.
It's a very bright acid. Yeah, so we pulled out the our Riesling so that Lucki can taste it. And this is Santa Rita Hills. Just a very cold area, very high pH soils. Love the style that's coming out of there. And we could talk a little bit about this because we had to learn how to let the fruit degrade on the vine to really get those characters, those petrol characters a little bit more. Very different process than what we typically do with most of our fruit. So really happy with how it came out. I wish we could produce more. We got like 3 acres of this stuff.
There's 3 acres in Germany is a lot of.
Yeah, I guess yeah. In California, there's still a lot of land.
Yeah.
It's just not very cheap. That's the problem. Well, so we want to do the podcast thing. We're welcome to go with your palate.
Oh, now we're gonna
do it.
It's all about Lucki, man.
No, it is. Yeah,
I like that. I like that introduction. But yes, you are on Go With Your Palate. Here where we talk about wine,
entrepreneurship, and whatever the fuck else.
That's how it goes. So,
but really happy to have you here as a guest, and can't wait to hear about your journey, what you've done, what you've built. You got a restaurant and a hotel. And still farming Wagyu, right?
Right, yeah.
So how many head are you up to now?
Only 70. That's a lot of in Germany, so it's not so much in America. We have 70 cattle, and we have also the very first bloodlines in Germany.
Okay.
They are very expensive and they are very rare. So we have 1 bull genetic from Teru Yamanami, and there are still 2 cows. And one of these cows is ours. Okay. And it's very cool for a farmer to say, "Hey, I have genetics from Lucki Maurer." Yeah. Yeah. It's really.
So you're now able to sell the genetics to other farmers.
We sell only calves. So we're an organic farm. We don't make embryo transfer.
Got it.
We only sell living
animals
and the calves and. We have a lot of customers in Austria, and they all need organic animals. So they have to buy it from us. So.
Okay, so what are the rules for organic when it comes to cattle? When you sell a calf, if somebody buys a calf that is not organic, is it never going to be organic?
All our calves have horns. We don't burn out the horns, burn up the horns. Then we need more space, and we have all on hay. Okay. So they don't stand on the pure floor. They are standing on hay, and 365 days out of outside. Full time outside. Right. So and we have the calf 6 months at the cattle, and then we separate it. And then we castrate it.
Okay.
So on the castrated, we call it ox.
Yeah.
I think the English word is steer.
Yes.
We grew up doing 4-H, which is kind of
it's like a junior ag program, and you can raise animals. They do a bunch of different things. But I did pigs, swine. He started raising steer.
Steer?
So I would raise steer. Yeah, you were only allowed at that time to have one. So I did pulled Hereford and Black Angus.
Yeah.
And when you mentioned that with your steers, they still have the horns.
Yeah.
And one of the craziest things I saw, we're not allowed to have the horns for safety reasons for the kids raising the steers in that atmosphere. But I saw a dehorning of the steers and that like almost made me pass out. Where
So,
they,
but in Germany,
Wagner.
you have to do it in the first living week. In the first living
Okay.
week, you have to burn out the horns. But I think people say the honor and the proudness of the animal is in the horns.
Yes.
Yeah. So
Sure.
don't
I
burn
can
it.
see that. So don't
Yeah.
don't pull them off.
Yeah.
yeah, because they get angry.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been kicked, stepped on, and I was only 103 pounds.
You also will get angry if I burn your horns.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's why I know now. I was only a kid then. I was like, I didn't do it. I'm just trying to do what my dad tells me. Right?
Yeah.
So you started off with bringing Wagyu in from Nebraska, raising them from 3 ox or steer, and then growing that through other genetics that you brought in.
Yeah.
And now you're up to 70 head.
Yeah.
And selling. Well, you're also utilizing that meat for your own restaurant.
Now for
Now
my
you
own
are.
restaurant. Since the lockdown, only for my restaurant and my shop.
Okay.
So, in the time before, I have a lot of customers or chefs in the restaurants, and I sell always the half animal. So we make from nose to tail. We don't sell pieces and single cuts. We only sell the whole animal.
No way. I
Yeah.
like that style.
I like that
Yeah.
too.
And so, will you butcher it however they want?
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
My father was
Oh,
a butcher.
nice.
My grandfather was a butcher. We are butchers and chefs, and yeah, we always for 300 years ago, my family make barrels.
Okay.
It's a barrel making family in Bavarian forest. Bavarian forest is the ass of Germany, you can say. So
The ass.
the ass of the world, you know.
Yeah.
I don't know if this word is in America also. There's up from the streets. So, and my family make this, and you have there always two industries. One was wood and barrels, and the other was glass.
Okay.
And if you know, this is a real glass we have here.
Yep.
You know Zwiesel glass?
Yes. Sweet.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's 30 kilometers from me.
Oh, really?
We are living there. So they make glass there the last 1,000 years. It's the most important region for making good drinking and wine glasses.
I didn't know that.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah.
I mean, those are beautiful glasses.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so that kind of extends down into parts of Austria then as well, I presume.
Right.
So
So
kind of it was a more of a regional cultural
I think
thing.
they're working together. Zalto, Riedel, and Zwiesel.
Okay.
It's working together. But Zwiesel is where I'm coming from. That's the region I'm coming from.
They're beautiful glasses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Expensive glasses.
Yeah, I know. I've broken a few of them, and it hurts. It hurts. There was a store that used to sell them right down the street from me, and I'd go in there maybe once a month and have to replace, one or two, and just like, God damn it, just. But hey, they were beautiful.
So you have to visit me and get a better price.
Yeah, I'm down. Let's do it. I haven't been to Bavaria in God, it's probably been 15 years or something like that. But got to spend some time there. Beautiful part of the world. Great food, and it is gorgeous. I mean,
Yeah.
it really is. Munich it's got so much history, so much culture too, and
So-
all of the towns surrounding it.
But I think Bavaria is the most beautiful region in Germany.
I
It's,
agree with that. Yeah,
Real. I'm living there, but
yeah,
you have it's very special. It's like Scotland in UK.
yeah.
They are very special with his own trousers and with his own dialect and with his own culture. We're drinking beer the whole day
Yeah.
in the morning, and I think we have two very important things. It's Oktoberfest.
Yes.
Yeah,
The home
everyone knows
of
this.
Oktoberfest.
And FC Bayern. You know soccer? Our soccer club.
I'm not no, I don't know.
You're a football fan, right?
A little bit.
49ers. Or
Yeah.
what? And
49ers and Chiefs.
Chiefs.
Oh, you
Can-
mean
Kansas-
for who I like?
Kansas City Chiefs.
No, for me?
Yeah.
I'd go for 49ers. They're the
49ers.
local team.
So I also go. I also go for 49ers because I'm one of the biggest Metallica fans
There you
Oh.
go. Yeah.
ever.
Yeah.
And Rob Tihulo and James Hetfield always wear 49ers shirts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
And what's the baseball? The Giants, right?
Yes, the Giants.
And basketball, I don't know. It's
The Warriors.
Warriors.
Are down there. They had a
Yeah.
good run. Right now, I think the other NorCal team, Northern California team, The Kings, they're doing really good this
Sacramento
It's
year.
Kings are
Los
doing it
Angeles,
here.
right? Kings.
No, that's the Lakers. The Lakers and Clippers are down there. The Kings are Sacramento. But they did really good in like the 90s and 2000s, and they kind of had a couple difficult years. Now they're getting back. But the 49ers, same thing. You had like the Joe Montana years. They got a great quarterback now and a great team, good culture in their team. So it was fun. But to see, I had hoped that they would win the Super Bowl just because it'd be pretty cool. It's been a long time.
That was a hard loss.
But it is very hip in Germany to watch the Super Bowl. It's very hip.
Really?
Yeah, everything make parties and make a lot of food and make a big party, and it's in the middle of the night.
That's right.
It's in the middle of the night, and every I don't know a lot of football or American football, and everybody's screaming for Tom Brady, Tom Brady, Tom Brady.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. And now it's Patrick Mahomes, right?
Yeah, that's
Yes.
Patrick
So most
Mahomes.
important.
Yeah.
You don't. Oh my God.
All right. So, but
So
you
the
were
time
saying-
when we arrived at the plane in San Francisco was the Super Bowl time.
You arrived when the Super Bowl was happening.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
shit.
wow.
And I'm a
Wow.
49ers fan because
Because of Metallica.
yes,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
That's the reason. That's the reason.
So you were saying though, the professional football teams here, the soccer or football team that you have in Bavaria,
Yeah.
is a very famous club.
Yes, FC
Yeah.
Bayern München. It's one of the famous in the world.
Okay.
That's the red one. But that's not my club.
No,
my
what's your club?
My club is a small one.
So a couple
Hey.
steps down, or
Yeah, a couple steps
Is
down in the third league. Yeah,
Yeah.
But it's the Munich working club.
working clubs.
The
Okay.
working club.
Well, they probably play a little more raw. A
Oh,
little
they
more
play in
fun to
the
watch.
third league for the next 100 years, I think.
That's
But
yeah.
it's okay.
And they keep taking the better players and bringing them up.
Yep.
Yeah, it's like the farm team.
Yep.
That's what we call it here.
So it is.
I
Great.
also want to talk. You have like a really cool nickname, or is that the Pope of Meat?
Yeah.
And I was gonna kind of get to where that was. Sorry, is it from like your family being butcher? Is it come from the Wagyu, raising the Wagyu?
No, my real name is Ludwig.
Mhm.
You have ever heard about the kings in France and in Bavaria? King Louis.
Oh, yes, King
in
Louis,
France.
Yes.
Louis is the German one is Ludwig, and the king of Bavaria is always called Maximilian as Max
Maximilian.
or Ludwig.
Yeah.
So, and when I was a small boy, nobody has the name Ludwig in my school. Everyone's name was Chris or Tom or Mike or Marty, so the usual names. And I said to my mother, "Oh, I have a shitty name," and she said, "No, only the kings have the name Ludwig."
That's great.
So, and we have a cartoon in Germany. You don't know this. It's a French cartoon. It's called Lucky Luke. You ever hear about it? It's a cowboy,
No.
the lonesome
No.
cowboy. It's from France, and his name was Lucky Luke, and Luke is for Ludwig.
Okay.
So
Okay.
and always was a funny guy, and in school everyone told me Lucky Lukey. So, and that's the
Lucky
name.
Lucky.
That's my nickname, Lucky Lucky.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's where it all came from.
Yeah, and Maurer is the German word for bricklayer.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah.
So even before they were making barrels, they were laying bricks.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to know Wagner, your
The
name.
wagon maker?
Yeah, wagon maker. You know,
Yeah. Yeah. So that's
The wagon wheel.
yeah.
Yeah, the wagon wheel.
That's
Wow.
where I wish I could trace our family history back that far to understand when and why they got the names. The furthest we could go back, we knew we had some cobblers in the family, people that made shoes, repaired shoes, and very much in either the food service, restaurant, or wine and grape growing.
Yeah.
Back in Alsace, where they're from. So, yeah. But unfortunately, they weren't taking notes back then. they didn't write all the shit that they used to do, and they're probably very, very poor. So maybe they couldn't even afford a pencil. But then when they made their way over here, they started anew, and the land of opportunity, and they made it good. But we still have some family back there in Westhoff. It's in Alsace.
In Alsace?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yep.
I'm France.
Yeah, yeah, but yeah, I love the names correlating to the the profession.
So in Alsace, you have it was a part of Germany until the First World War. Alsace was a German region. Strasbourg.
Yeah.
Strasbourg, and the people there always still speaking German a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, when we visit or hear from the family in Alsace,
Yeah.
they're like, no, we're French. Like,
They are French. They are
I was told all
but
my
they
life I
always
was
have
German.
when you drive into the village, the name of the village is always in French and in German.
Yes, I've noticed that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, and that makes sense because it's right on the border, probably much like Bavaria, right? So you were somebody was saying earlier that Bavaria kind of has its own independence. It wants to be its own country, in a way, and kind of having its own culture and its own national pride. I kind of got that same sense in Alsace, where they're kind of like, well, we're both French and German, but we are Alsatian. Like they don't subscribe to one or the other. Yeah. Very similar in Bavaria.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Is it German and Austrian?
So I think Bavaria is more Austrian than German.
Okay.
From the dialect, from the easiness in the lifestyle.
All right.
Yeah.
So back to I want to go back to you starting with the bringing Wagyu in, raising it, starting off as a farmer, essentially, right?
Yes, and I have a catering company since I was 25 years old. I started with catering. So the typical French way was too smart for me. I want to do some more rock and roll lifestyle to my job.
Yeah.
So, and I work with Volker. You have seen it before?
Volker?
The big one? The man in black from, from our group?
Yeah.
So, and then Volker have a catering, one of the most famous catering companies in Germany. And he always make tour catering for bands like Metallica, for bands like Rammstein, for bands like Ramones. And I said, that's what I want to do.
Yeah.
I will work for my idols.
Yeah.
Not for any guests. I will work for my idols. And so I'm working 10 years for him with my own company. And I work for him. And after 10 years of touring, I was very tired. I was every day another hotel room and every day another coffee. So I want to have my own business and take the farm and make my own restaurant there.
All right.
So you can see some pics there. When you go to Stoi. Stoi is the German word for stable.
Okay.
Stable because it's the stable where the cattle are until 1996. And now we have a restaurant there. This is Wolfgang is also part of our party now. It's a 2-star Michelin chef.
Okay.
He's working with me since the last 15 years. And now what we're doing is we make a restaurant. We are on place 22 of the 100 best restaurants in Germany.
22 of the 100 best restaurants. That's awesome.
Yeah,
Nice.
we are good. But we are very have no etiquette. We have
not
Casual.
pretentious,
Yes,
more casual.
Yeah.
Great food,
Really,
casual
really
environment.
casual.
Okay.
You can go there with your baseball cap and your cowboy boots.
Oh,
And
I like it when they let you wear your hats in.
So
You wear your
it's-
hats at the
it's-
dinner table. That's awesome. I like that.
Yes.
And so it's a Michelin star restaurant.
It's no Michelin star.
No? Okay.
We have no Michelin stars because if you want to have a Michelin star, you have to open every day. And my system is that I make a restaurant in the style of a catering.
Okay.
So I know I have an event there. I make 8 courses of fine dining with the perfect wines.
Yeah.
In cooperation, and you can book a ticket.
Okay.
So I have no show. You know.
Yeah.
You can book a ticket in my restaurant for June.
Yeah.
So and you have to sell it and you have to pay it now.
Yeah.
So you have to come.
Yeah.
So I have no show in my restaurant.
That's great.
And
Nice.
we
awesome.
It's like a concert.
Yeah.
It's like a rock and roll experience. That's
I would love it if more restaurants were that format.
and that's the only way. That's the only way for me. So
Yeah.
we had a lot of trophies about this. So we are the caterer at the best gastronomy concept in Germany, best of the best chef awards. We have culinary hotspot in Germany and so on.
And you have people coming from
The whole-
hundreds of miles away just to see the show.
Last
They got
time
the
we had
ticket.
guests from Istanbul. And I asked them where they come from. They said Istanbul. And they say, why? They say, yeah, just for eating. I say, okay, crazy. Yeah.
And you do food and wine pairings for every dish,
Yes.
every course.
Yes.
Is that and you have that embedded in the price, or is that a add-on?
Oh, we have a wine card. You can order a lot of Californian wines. That's my passion. That's the reason why I'm here.
Well, your knowledge of wine, just in talking to you and just today, I'm very impressed. You know wine very well.
Really, thank you so much.
Yeah, it's not that's not a normal thing for usually you're
For a guy like me.
no,
You think- yes.
if you're in the restaurant world,
I am just eat burgers and drink beer. Huh?
yeah. Hey, we all do it, man. It's like we can make the best wine in the world if we can, but at the end of the day, we're still eating burgers and drinking beer. I mean, hell, you're going to the French Laundry tonight, and you had La Luna tacos for lunch.
Yeah. It's a great,
It's called
great
balance.
combination.
It's
a
called
great
balance.
combination.
What'd you think?
Heaven
of
and
the,
hell.
What did you think of the Lulu tacos?
Yeah.
We grew up on that stuff.
Really good, really good. So we make the perfect pairing for every course, and I have a passion for Cabernet Sauvignon from California.
Okay.
It's a long time, so we have no good red wine grapes in Germany.
Mm-hmm.
What we can in Germany is Riesling.
Yeah.
We are the best, really. We are the best in the world.
Yeah.
And what I love is Veltliner. It's from Austria.
Yes. Yeah.
It's we have wonderful wines there and sweet wines from the Mosel.
Mm-hmm.
So we are world famous from this, but we have no red wine grape, and I drink so much wines. So and
your menu is heavy on beef, I presume.
yes, of
Yeah, so
course.
it's-
yes, a lot of beef.
Yeah, you
inside
can't do
there.
Riesling with the beef.
You can Riesling, but it have to be very old and a lot of sugar and a lot of wood and a lot of butter. It means hit you in the face.
Okay.
That's the word we use. And one time I had a guest, and he said, "If you're interested to drink the best wine ever," and I said yes. And I drink a lot of Bordeaux. If you order an expensive and a good wine in Europe, you have always Bordeaux,
Mm-hmm.
Cabernet Sauvignon blends,
Yeah.
mellow
Yeah.
blends,
Yeah.
or Burgundy, but it's too expensive.
Yeah, it's
Romani Conti. It's
very specific and
it's,
very
it's crazy shit. And you can also order Italian wines. They are very
powerful.
and like the South American wines in America, like Malbec.
Yes.
And
yeah.
so, and this guest says you have to taste rich from Montebello.
Ah.
And I tasted it and I was blown up. I was never drink a wine like this before, and that was the reason when I started it. And then one time I lay on my couch and I'm just sleeping, and there was a movie called Bottle Shock.
Uh-huh.
You know this? With
Bottle
Alan,
Oh, yeah.
You know this with Alan Rickman?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's a good
yeah.
one.
So and I see it, and I see the Beau Barrett and Chateau Montelina
Yeah.
and the whole thing,
Yeah.
and I think it's a story. When I see this was the first time.
Oh, you
I
thought it was
don't-
all
I don't know
fiction
that-
made up?
That
Oh.
this was truth.
Yeah.
And I think it was a story, and then I ordered from import for me. I ordered Chateau Montelina. You have only one in Germany who sells Montelina, Chateau Montelina, and I drink it. Is from Calistoga. It's not far from here.
No, it's 10 minutes north.
Yeah, then
Yeah.
it's 8,000 miles from us.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
and I drink it, and I say, okay, that's the powerness of Californian wine. And you can make Cabernet Sauvignon in France, you can make Cabernet Sauvignon in Germany, in Austria, everywhere. But
Yeah.
this power, this flavor, what you have inside, is the son of California. And
Yeah.
I have two things I love. Really, this is Metallica, Cabernet Sauvignon from Napa Valley, really. And one time they asked me in an interview, what can we do with your ash when you're died? I say, yeah, blow it up in Napa Valley.
I mean, I agree with you. There's, I can appreciate the Cabernets from all these different areas, the world-class areas to grow Cabernet. Napa Valley has something very special about it. You're seeing other areas in California, Paso Robles come up and doing well, but there's something that is very special about the style of wine from Napa. The issue is that, like Burgundy, it's not near the level of Burgundy price-wise, but oftentimes they're getting up there. They're getting, $500, $1,000, $2,000 a bottle. And I see that as kind of a detriment to Napa Valley, because how do we get the next generation of consumers? You could be 25 and fall in love with a certain wine that's $20, $30 a bottle. but then you want to continue to progress and try better, learn more. And eventually you find yourself saying, well, am I willing to pay $200 for this bottle of wine that's got all this clout, all of this story behind it? And oftentimes, you know, if you're able to achieve that in life, that success in life, to be able to get that bottle of wine, you're either going to fall in love with it and be stuck for life, or you're going to be pushed away from it, right? And feel like the value was not there. So I do think that there's a bit of a risk on the pricing scale with Napa. Chateau Montelena has been very respectful about their pricing. We try to be very respectful about our pricing to not build up this wall of elitism, but to, you know, keep bringing people in. I mean, it kind of sounds like your restaurant is very much like that. You buy a ticket, you have an experience that you're never going to forget, and you have a great food and wine pairing, and you want to come back. I mean, what do you charge for a ticket?
The 195 euros is like $200.
Yeah.
I think.
Okay.
$200, and the wine pairing is $65 or $80. 65 euros, I think $80.
I'm in.
So
Yeah.
and you get a lot on top. And what we want to sell is expensive bottles.
Yeah.
So, but the expensive bottles are always the etiquette bottles. So you have in Italy you have Tignanello, Sassicaia, Ornelas, Solaya. In France you have Latour, Mouton, Cheval Blanc.
Yeah.
So, and in America you have Holland Estate, Screaming Eagle,
Yeah.
Stark Sleep.
Yeah.
That's the
Those are
they're very important.
Yeah.
But we also want to show that not so expensive wine, a cheap wine, can also give a lot, and that's the reason when I have to tell you a story about Belle Glos, clock and telephone. So we have it in the glass here now.
Yeah.
And I have a company in my restaurant long time ago, and they say I have a lot of is a friend of me, and he's selling cranes.
Okay, the big
The
cranes.
the biggest in the
Yeah.
world. So it's from Bavaria, selling cranes, and he said, I have a lot of customers, very important customers from United States. Can you make the wine pairing with US wines? And say, yeah. It was the very first time. What would I know about US wine is what we see in the supermarket. It's Glos and
all the
this.
lower. Yeah.
It's very famous, but I don't know if it's good. I think not. Can I tell?
Yeah, no, we can
so-
be honest.
no,
We can be honest. Yeah.
Yeah, you can let that fly.
And
Yeah.
I say to one of my companies that sell me all. I said I need good American wines, and he make a box of good American wines, and there was a Belle Glos, and I see this bottle and say, what is this? What a crazy shit is this? the half of the bottle. Sorry, sorry for my words. You can cut it out there.
Yeah, no, you're
Later,
good. It's crazy shit.
What,
Yeah.
what a
Crazy
crazy
shit.
shit is
Yeah.
this? The half bottle is full of wax, and it looks like a dildo, you know. So, and
Thank you.
sorry.
Sex,
No, that's
sex
okay.
sells.
So-
Sex sells.
yeah.
It's all right. Yeah.
Yeah,
Did it have the full test?
you can use it a lot of times when the bottle is empty. You know.
We've also done customs. We've done ribbed and studded, so
Yeah.
it's
Oh, yeah,
whatever.
it's-
Yeah.
You have to make a signature dildo, a Belle Glos dildo.
We'll probably show
No.
some of those pictures.
So
Yeah.
the story is I see it's Pinot Noir, and I don't like Pinot Noir. I told you before.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't like Pinot Noir from Germany. It's like rosé.
Yeah.
It's low alcohol, and
Mhm.
it's
High
it's a
acid.
summer
very thin.
wine for the
Yeah.
balcony. Yeah? And I tasted and said, what the fucking hell is going on? Never in my life this is a Pinot Noir.
Yeah.
This is a full punch into my mouth.
Yeah.
And really, and I'm in love with Belle Glos, Clock and Telephone, Santa Barbara Valley. I'm full in love, and I take the bottle and see a sticker, and there was Weingarten Eden. It's a small company that imports Californian wine, all Opus One, Camus,
Yeah.
the
Duckhorn.
Duckhorn,
Honig.
Honig,
Yeah.
Janssen, a lot of
Small
Mount
company,
Eden.
but they have a really
Ramsey.
good,
Yeah, they're the
really
best.
good
They're the
portfolio.
best. Every big vinotheque in Germany is a customer of Miriam.
Okay.
That's the head of our group here.
Yeah.
And we talk a lot of, and she said, if you're interested to come to California, I said yes, but I want to go into my top wineries, and one of them is Glos, and
Well, thank
now I'm
you.
here.
Well, thank you. And yeah, we got to do the tour, so you get to see the whole back of the house, everything that we actually do to make the wine. Kind of like if I came to your restaurant, I'd probably ask, I want to see the kitchen.
Yes, you have to see the kitchen, really.
Yeah, that's. I mean, that's
So-
it's the most. It's the most entertaining part of it. It's the service and the cadence of everything in the restaurant. That's
you're
that's
sitting
beautiful to
directly.
enjoy.
You're sitting directly in the kitchen.
Oh, in your restaurant, you're in the
sitting
kitchen.
in the kitchen. So
Wow.
we are
I like
completely
that.
transparent. We are completely transparent.
How many people per seating?
40.
Okay, so very intimate.
Yeah.
That's great.
So we have 32 in the restaurant, and we have a chef's table with 14 guests, and it's the most famous tickets.
That's what people want.
Everyone wants to sit there
Okay.
and having a good time. And we have a very nice vinotheque. It's a very old building. It's from 1633. Our vinotheque is the best climate things for storage in wine.
That's awesome.
Nice.
You have to come there.
Well, definitely. I got to get out there again. It's been a few years. I think since 2019. So, yeah, I'd love to. But I am curious. So you have StubHub or something like that in Germany, reselling tickets. So for a sports event, we have like a website where you go and if you want to buy a ticket from somebody trying to sell it,
No, that's all the black market.
it's all black market.
All black market.
So 'cause I'm curious if you sell your ticket price for your seat.
Yes.
Somebody else goes out and says, "Well,
No.
I can sell this for 500 a ticket?"
In no way.
no,
No.
okay."
No.
I was just curious if that was because I could see that happening in America.
That's happening in Germany also when we have the big bands. You know Rammstein?
Yes.
Yeah.
Rammstein is the most famous band in Europe, still, and they make every year a stadium tour, and they played in Gelsenkirchen. It's near Cologne.
Okay.
They play 6 days in following days for 50,000 people. So, and if you want to buy a ticket, the normal price is 160 euros, and you have to pay 300 euros. It's now the next time AC/DC is coming to Europe.
Okay.
Ah,
So it's very, you can pay it. And the craziest thing is Adele. You know Adele?
Oh yeah.
yeah.
The ticket is 350 euros. It's like $350.
Yeah. Yeah.
So and they play eight shows, and I think the most is on the black market. The most prices is on the black.
And
market.
they're reselling to.
So
Yeah.
we are so small, we can't do it,
Yeah.
and we
Yeah.
also have a blacklist.
So
black-
people that offend your rules.
Yes, we call it blacklist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When there is an asshole,
Yeah.
Yeah.
They don't- they can't get
another
back in?
time. No,
we,
I like that.
it's cool.
We don't need assholes.
we have that too. It's we have that for the company, and we've had it for the restaurant, for the bar, whatever. Yeah, so
Yeah,
it's
it's cool.
yeah. You gotta have a blacklist with pictures.
We don't need pictures.
You don't have the picture.
We
Okay,
don't need
yeah.
pictures.
For like if it's a because we had a restaurant and bar,
Yeah.
and you gotta have the pictures. So if one of the bartenders sees the guy, you gotta be like, yeah, that's him. He did whatever. He didn't pay his bill last time, so yeah, you're out. So yeah, it's kind of fun.
That's great. Like Rammstein, I think we were introduced when we were younger with The Matrix, when The Matrix first came out. And I think it was on the soundtrack there.
I learned about Rammstein when I was like 15.
I know, you were always ahead of the game, dude.
I was
You-
dating.
you
I was
were
dating.
Du
I
Hast.
was dating Linnea.
Yeah, that's
the
right.
German, the German girl.
Okay, that's what happened. He was dating a German girl.
She was from Bavaria.
And she introduced him, right?
Yeah.
I mean, and then you kind
Well,
of
like it was like
learned that from
Rammstein, and then it was like Fettis Brot.
Fettis Brot, you know Fettis Brot?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What the hell is going on?
Such a surge.
Yeah,
Such a surge.
Yeah.
That's right,
H Blocks, you know H Blocks?
I didn't know. I never heard
H
them.
Blocks is a new metal band like Korn in United
Okay.
States.
Yeah.
We called it crossover. It was a mix from hip hop and metal.
And metal. Okay.
I like that.
So like Limp Bizkit and Korn and
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but she.
Well, I like Rage Against the Machine.
So
too.
Linnea got me into those artists and everything, and I was like, this is a whole new. It's like Germany's got its own style of music going on. Like they're that never hit the shores here. I looked for records here. I had to get them. Either she would like send them to me from Germany,
Yeah.
but like they never hit the U.S. market.
No, that was good. I remember I was like really getting into that. But so I was gonna say with Lucki has a band that's awesome.
You listened to it, yeah?
Yes, I did. Dying. I sent you the song. That was a video that I saw. I also saw you playing a concert in 2018. I saw you like playing live. What was that concert?
In Germany, it's the second biggest metal festival. The biggest one is Wacken. Everyone knows Wacken. You know it?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Wacken is like Woodstock in America.
But it's all metal.
Only metal.
Okay.
And whole Europe is coming there. They're playing the big old bands like Judas Priest, like the Scorpions, like Iron Maiden. It's and also new bands, and it's 80,000 people.
Wow.
And the second biggest is the Summer Breeze Festival. I'm playing there 2 times with my band.
Yeah.
So and the last time we have 3,000 people.
March, apocalyptic army march. March, apocalyptic army march. Be a soldier, self-bound, you die. Killing millions with really trap. Killing masses with a machine.
And
But
sorry,
it was
sorry
really
for my
cool.
English in the lyrics.
No, it was cool. But
do
it
you
brought
know
me
who
back.
teaches me English? Lars Ulrich from Metallica.
No way.
I see always the tour videos from the live shit tour, and I look at every day. I'm just looking for the Metallica documentaries. So and that was my English teacher, Lars Ulrich. But every second word is fuck.
Reading. What was it?
Fuck.
Oh yeah. So, did you read this? Were you doing subtitles while he was speaking?
No subtitles.
Just listening.
Just only
getting
what a
the-
fuck.
Fuck. Yeah. You get a lot done with that word. I got to say, it's worked well for me.
Yeah.
So we play there next year. 2000.
You're playing again there next year.
Yeah.
So
We'll do
this is like just your passion project. This is your hobby.
Yes, it's not my hobby. It's my lifestyle passion. So, we playing together since we are 15 years old,
Wow.
and the forming band is only chefs.
No way.
Only chefs. So we was in cooking school.
Yeah.
So and we always have to work on Saturday and Sunday, and the only day we get free was Monday. So the big restaurants don't work, or the hotels don't work on Monday. Then this was the only time for rehearsal. So and the thing is, when we have a new guitar player or a new drum player, it have to be a chef.
They had to be a chef.
Yeah, had to be a chef.
That's cool.
You
So I
got,
like
that,
that.
There's a lot of stuff you can do with that. That's like the traveling metal chefs. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, I feel we have a show that's pretty popular right now on Hulu, and it's called The Bear.
Yeah.
And I don't know, have you seen it? It's about the restaurant, kind of behind the scenes in the kitchen, and the intensity that happens in the kitchen. It's always seems like it's pretty high up there. You got people, just yelling out all kinds of stuff, and it's just, excuse me, chef, can we have this, chef? And the intensity, I feel like it makes sense to me that you get a bunch of chefs to make a great band that is like very powerful and passionate, with that kind of metal. It fits in
Because like the communication style in the kitchen. Because communication, it's
You know what I'm
loud,
talking
it's
about?
direct, it's fast.
It's loud,
yeah.
it's direct. It's a big friendship. And it's a big network.
Yeah.
It's a big network. Everyone knows everyone,
Yeah.
or everybody knows everyone, and
A lot of your projects, your livelihood is about your passion, the things you love and you're passionate about.
it's like your winery.
Yeah.
It's like your winery. So passion is the one is our motor. Is what brings us forward. I think. So
Yeah. You
so
do something you love. You never work a day in your life.
yes.
Yeah. That's,
yes.
I don't know how to say that in German, but
Yes. Yeah.
I mean there's so much truth to that, and that's I hope my kids can understand that concept, because being able to find something that you truly love and you can make a living off of, that's really the balance, the perfect balance of life. So you seem to have found it.
So one of my best friends is working for a big car company, Audi. You know. Audi?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So and he's working there in the canteen, and he had 8 hours on his working day, who's not really happy, but he get a lot of money, and I say, hey, fuck up the money.
Yeah.
When I'm not happy, it's not my profession, and that's what's really important for me. I wanted to see the world. I want to meet other people. I want to see the face behind the bottle.
Yeah.
What I drink every week, and that's the passion.
Yeah.
And I think you can't live without passion.
A traditionalist in a way.
Yeah.
Because I mean, now it's everybody's like, oh, it's, I think we're going to be reverting from the social media side of things and people focusing on their phones all the time and actually wanting to get out there and have that personal experience. And I think that's what people are missing right now. They're not feeling the passion because they're not getting out and finding what they're passionate about. And I mean, I think that's something like our generation. So you and I were just about a year apart. Same, all of us. We're the same generation, more or less. Yep. And the younger group that really grew up with devices in their hand, I think they're having a hell of a time with finding what drives them.
Yep.
And I think it's because they're just not getting out. They're not realizing like, oh, you got to be social. You got to be inquisitive and learn, like dig deep into something that you even have just a spark about. And I see it like, not so much with my kids. I think my kids are pretty good at getting out there, but like a lot of the other kids in their peer group, I see that a lot where it's like that it's like they don't even want to find that spark. And I think we'll all be old guys one day sitting there telling them what the fuck they got to do to find that spark when they're like 35 and like, I don't know what to do. You're like, come on, I'm going to go throw you in a frigid river and turn you into a man.
Yeah, or go to a concert and get into a mosh pit.
Yeah, no shit.
And feel yourself.
Live a little. Live a little.
Live a little.
Yeah. Well, Lucki, it's been awesome to have you on here. Like, thank you so much, and
thank you for having our wines representing California in Germany at one of the top restaurants. I mean, that's an honor to have our wines on a list, and I look forward to getting out there and maybe doing a tasting with whoever you want us to taste with, and I'd love to try the food and all that. So,
next time we see us in Bavaria.
Oh, I'm in.
All right, we'll do it. We'll go on the road.
Yeah,
I know. Now I got to bring this guy because he took that as an invite. Now he's coming.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Peace.
All right.